Your cat stretches right in front of you, blocking your path like they want you to stop. But why that exact moment? You step forward, and your cat stretches directly in your way. Most people laugh and think it is random timing. Inside your cat, there is a deliberate choice being made in that instant. That moment may be more intentional than it seems. In this piece, you will uncover hidden signals behind your cat stretches when they see you. These details can change how you see your cat's daily actions. There is a reason this behavior happens more often than you think. But before we begin, please like and subscribe to support our channel. And now let's begin. 1. Blocking your path on purpose. You step forward and your cat suddenly stretches right across your path, forcing you to stop, almost like they planned it. Why do they always choose that exact spot when you are moving? You have probably walked around them or gently nudged them aside without thinking much about it. Sometimes you pause for a second and smile, then continue with your routine. But this moment is not random or accidental in the way most people assume. To your cat, this is a deliberate interruption that carries meaning. Cats are highly aware of movement patterns and space. When they place their body in your path, they are creating a moment where your attention must shift toward them. Next time, stop completely and look down calmly. Let your presence soften. Speak gently or lower your hand slowly without rushing. You may notice your cat holding the stretch longer, their body relaxed, their eyes softer as they stay in that shared moment. Sometimes attention is not asked loudly, it is placed quietly where you cannot ignore it. 2. A behavior meant only for you. This stretch does not come from instinct alone. It exists because of you. Your cat learned this behavior for human connection, not for survival. You see your cat stretch and assume it is something natural they would do in any environment. It feels like a simple body movement that has nothing to do with you. But that assumption misses something important about how cats have changed over time. This action is not just physical, it is social. Domestic cats developed specific signals to communicate with humans. This stretch is one of those signals, shaped by living alongside people. When your cat stretches in front of you, pause and stay present. Let them complete the movement without interruption. Acknowledge it with calm energy. You may start to see your cat repeat it more often, more clearly, as if they are choosing to speak your language again. Some behaviors are not inherited. They are created through connection. 3. The invisible mark they leave on you. Have you ever wondered if your cat is leaving something behind when they stretch near you, even though you cannot see or smell anything? You probably think your cat is just pressing their paws or stretching their body without any deeper purpose. It looks harmless and easy to ignore. But this moment may carry a message that most people never notice at all. Cats have scent glands hidden between their paw pads. When they stretch and press down, these glands release subtle chemical signals. When this happens near you, stay still and let them finish. Avoid pulling away too quickly. Allow that quiet marking process to happen. Your cat may return to the same spot again, calmer, more settled, as if they have claimed a sense of safety there. What cannot be seen is often what matters most in how cats define their world. 4. They sync with your presence. If you understand this moment, you can help your cat feel calm almost instantly when you enter the room. You walk in and your cat stretches slowly, as if nothing special is happening. Most people think it is just a habit that repeats every day without meaning. But this quiet action may reflect a deeper internal shift that happens because of you. It is not just movement, it is a response. Cats are highly sensitive to emotional energy and environmental change. Your presence can lower their internal tension, and the stretch becomes a physical release of that shift. When you enter, move slowly and keep your voice soft. Let your energy stay steady so your cat can match it without pressure. You may notice your cat stretching more fully, their body longer, their breathing calmer as they settle into your presence. Calm is something cats borrow from those they trust most. 5. Why they stretch more for some people. Most people believe cats bond most with the one who feeds them, but that is not always true. You may assume your cat prefers someone because they provide food or spend more time nearby. It seems logical and easy to explain. But this belief often hides what is really happening beneath the surface. Cats choose based on emotional safety and consistency rather than simple routine. They observe tone, movement, and predictability before deciding who matters most. If you want to build that bond, slow your actions and keep them consistent. Let your cat approach first and avoid sudden changes in behavior. Over time, your cat may begin to stretch more often in your presence, showing quiet preference through small, repeated signals. Being chosen by a cat is never random. It is quietly earned. 6. The morning stretch ritual. You open your eyes and your cat is already there, stretching beside you as if they have been waiting. Why that exact moment? Most people think their cat just woke up at the same time and needed to stretch. It feels like a simple coincidence that happens every morning. But this moment often follows a pattern that is far more intentional than it appears. Cats are naturally active during early hours and often stay alert while you sleep. That stretch happens when you wake because your return signals safety and awareness. When you wake, do not rush to move or grab your phone. Stay still for a moment and acknowledge your cat with a calm glance or soft voice. You may notice your cat staying close, stretching more gently, then settling near you with quiet comfort. Some greetings are not loud. They begin in silence at the start of the day. 7. They're not actually stretching their muscles. If this stretch is only about muscles, why does it happen exactly when you appear and not before? You may believe your cat is simply loosening their body after resting. It looks like a natural physical need that happens anytime. But the timing tells a different story that most people never question. This behavior is often described as a social stretch. It is triggered by your presence rather than physical discomfort or stiffness. When your cat does this, pause and stay present instead of walking past. Let your attention land on them without rushing away. You may see the stretch become slower, more expressive, almost like your cat is holding that moment with you. Sometimes the body moves, because the connection appears. 8. When the stretch never happens. If your cat never stretches when they see you, it does not mean nothing is happening. It means something is missing. You may have noticed your cat rarely shows this behavior and assumed it is just their personality. It feels easier to accept than to question. But this absence can quietly reflect something deeper in their environment or your interaction. Cats only repeat signals that feel safe and effective. If they do not feel relaxed, or if their signals go unnoticed, the behavior slowly fades away. Start by slowing down your reactions and noticing small attempts at connection. Respond gently with a look, a soft word, or a calm presence. Over time, your cat may begin to show subtle changes, small stretches, softer movements, signs that they are trying again. When a cat stops reaching out, it is often because no one answered before. What you often see as a simple stretch is actually your cat responding to how they feel about you and the space you share. When you begin to notice these quiet signals, the relationship slowly becomes more honest and more connected. Try focusing on just one small moment from today, watch how your cat reacts, and share what you notice in the comments. If this felt true to you. 5 words your cat actually understands, science confirms. This is the next piece you should not miss. Subscribe and join us again. Your cat still has more to show you.